Hi everyone, welcome to my channel and welcome back. I'm Jeannie and I thought I'd pull out some older colors from Dipp'd that I haven't used in a while, and I'll also be doing some stamping at the end. I used to love stamping, but I haven't done it in a really long time, so I got a little bit rusty, but it all worked out in the end. So the two colors I'm going to be using are Periwinked, which is a beautiful solid periwinkle color, and I'm pairing that with Have You Ever Seen a Mermaid, which is a thermal, and just look at the iridescent flakies in here. I think they pair together beautifully and just make a nice like spring summertime mani. I've got all my stamping supplies on my Chaotic Artistry from Chaos Concepts, and I haven't decided yet which plate I'm going to use, but it's going to be between these two from Maniology. And of course, I'll be using my double dipped dip liquids, which are some of my favorites. And at the end for the stamping, I'll also be using my double dipped Hema Free Gel base coat and Hema Free Gel top coat. But getting straight into the dipping, I'm going to be starting off with my solid color. So in this one, it's Periwinked, which is the solid periwinkle color. And if you're wondering about the base of what I'm dipping on, this is the Hema Free Pink Shimmer Builder Gel from Dipp'd. I'll leave the link for that video up above in the cards. This is where I did a video on how to build an apex. So this is a builder gel overlay on my natural nails. As always, I'll list all the products I use in this video down below in the description, and you can always use my affiliate code Purplicious18 to save 18% off your orders at Dipp'd. And I do also want to say that if you see something you want at Dipp'd, if you wait till May 27th, it's actually going to be Ambassador Day. So for that day, if you use my affiliate code Purplicious18, you'll save 20%. So that is an extra 2% that you can save on your orders. So I'm super excited about that. I went ahead and did my second dip off camera, so now I'm going to go ahead and cap and clear. So I decided to use Double Dips in Glow Motion, which is a clear dip powder that glows a sky blue color. If you stay to the end, I'll show you a picture of the glow. And Double Dipped has some of my favorite clear glows because not only are they still super clear, they glow so bright. So if you can make your mani glow, like why wouldn't you? It's such a fun surprise. So I'm going to go ahead and cap everything in clear, activate, and then I'll be ready to get into my glitter. This is what I like to do. I always like to cap my solids in clear, activate, and then get into my glitters, flakies, whatever it may be. And that way any stray glitters or flakies will not stick to my solid nails and contaminate them. Now that I've got my solid activated, I'm going to go ahead and get into Have You Ever Seen a Mermaid, which is such a sensitive thermal. So when it's cold, you can see the jar, it's purple, and then when it turns warm, it's a light blue color, and it's got these iridescent flakies that are just gorgeous, and I just think it goes so nicely with Periwinked. So because it is a flaky, I'm not gonna do my chunky glitter method. I'm just gonna dip directly into the jar for my 2 layers. So normally for like chunky glitters, I will pour over for my first layer, and then for my second layer, I'll lay my finger flat in, but I don't find that necessary for these flakies. So look at how sensitive this thermal is already. So you can see my nail bed is warm, so you can see that light blue. And then at my free edge, you can see where it's purple because your free edge is going to be colder because it doesn't have the body heat from like your nail beds do. I went ahead and filed and buffed off camera, so here's how we're looking. It was super quick and simple. So before I get into my stamping, I want to go ahead and top coat my, have you seen a mermaid nails, because those are done. So at least that way when I'm done with stamping, I'm done, and I don't have to worry about top coating all my nails. So I'm going to apply one final layer of activator, wait 2 minutes, and then I'll go in with my dip top coat. The supplies you're going to need for stamping are your stamping plates or plate, whatever you're using. You're going to need a scraper card to scrape off your polish. I've got some cotton pads here, my sticky base coat, my no smudge top coat, and then some stamping polishes. So they're all right here handy in my Chaotic Artistry. So I've got a couple of stamping polishes because I wasn't sure which one I was going to use. And this is one of my favorite things. This is from Maniology. It's a cotton grabber. So whenever I need to do any kind of clean up my stamping plate with acetone, instead of ruining my mani and grabbing it with my fingers, I use the cotton grabber and it saves my mani. So I'm also going to need, of course, a jelly stamper to pick up my stamping. I decided to use my Maniology stamping plate M289 as well as their BAM white stamping polish. I have the best luck with this white stamping polish. And if you're shopping at Maniology, you can always use my affiliate code PURPLEDIPS10 to save 10% off your order. So I'm going to take this white polish and apply a generous amount to the design that I want to pick up. And then I will take my scraper card and scrape off the extra polish. And then I'm going to take my jelly stamper and gently roll it to transfer the design onto my stamper. And then I will use my lint roller to remove any of that excess design that's not part of the design that I want on my nail. So you can see I've used this lint roller a lot. So then I'm going to figure out where I want to place that on my nail, looking through that jelly stamper. And once I've got it lined up, I'm going to press down to transfer that design from my jelly stamper onto my nail. Stamping polishes do dry a little bit quicker, so you have to move a little bit faster. And I will say I am rusty at this because it's been a long time since I've done stamping. And it did take me quite a few tries. I tried multiple different polishes because I really wanted to use like a shimmer purple, but I just couldn't get it to pick up properly. So I decided to just go with my tried and true, which is always the BAM white from Maniology. I'm cleaning up my plate with a cotton swab and some acetone because I didn't want just a plain white. So I've got this hollow polish from Clear Jelly Stamper, so I'm going to try to stamp that on top of the white. Because I couldn't get that shimmer purple to work, I decided to use the white, but I felt like the white was just like too white, so I wanted to stamp this hollow polish on top. And you can't really see it well in the video, but in person, you can see that hollow a little bit better. So I kind of like that a little bit better. I like to wait to clean up the excess stamping polish that gets on my skin until after I finish with my top coat. And that way, when I go in with a little bit of acetone and a cleanup brush, I don't accidentally remove the stamping polish that I want on my nail. So the top coat is protecting it, and that way I don't risk removing my stamping polish, especially since I worked so hard on it, because it did take me quite a while. So now that everything's fully cured for 60 seconds, I'm going to go in and finish my mani by rehydrating my cuticles, and I'm using scales of a Mermaid cuticle oil, and this is in the scent Comfort Zone. It's one of her newer scents. It's very hydrating and nourishing, and it smells really great. And here we are with the finished look. What do you think? I didn't want to go too crazy with this mani. I wanted to keep it kind of simple and just do a little bit of stamping. But I think with the flakies and the thermal that's in Have You Seen a Mermaid, I think that makes it a little extra special. So let me show you how it looks in the thermal. So this is dipping it in the hot water. You can see it's that light blue color. And then I'm going to dip it in some ice water, and then you'll see that it turns purple in the cold. I mean, look at how gorgeous that is. I love how the flakies pop against that dark purple color. So I'm kind of just playing around with it here just to show you like different transition states, because normally when you're just wearing a thermal, depending on how long your nails are, your nail beds are going to be that light blue color. It's going to be that warm color because the body heat from your body. And then your free edge, if you have free edge, is going to be that darker purple because that's where it's cold, because it doesn't have that body heat. If you have shorter nails, if you have nubbies, you may not notice as much of a thermal transition if you don't have that free edge, but just kind of play with it and see, because it's just really fun to play with thermals. So I hope this video was helpful. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, I'd appreciate it if you gave this video a thumbs up. It lets me know to continue creating content like this, and it also helps YouTube recommend me to others, which helps grow my channel. And if you haven't already, please consider subscribing. I upload content every Monday and Thursday at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. As always, I appreciate you being here. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.